What's up guys, welcome back to a brand new Clash Royale video, but today we're going to be doing something slightly different and we're going to be talking about the current state of the game and how I feel about it and how I think Supercell need to improve or things that they're doing well at. So it's not going to be an entirely negative video, but I think this is something that I've wanted to speak about for a while, about my personal feelings about the game. So without any further ado, let's jump into it. So, as you can see from the screen I am looking at right now, you can see the current use rates of certain cards in the game. So, Royale API actually lists every single card in the entire game, from a Barbarian Hut which shows 0% use rate. So these are the cards which you're extremely unlikely to face right down here. Even Clone has a low use rate. Bowler, surprisingly, is very low over the last 7 days. But if you change that, I do think that'll be quite high actually. But what you can see here is Poison, Witch, Baby Dragon, all, well, Poison and Witch for a start have over a 50% use rate, which is absolutely insane. Like 1 in every 2 matches you're going to be facing one of these 2 cards. I just think it's unhealthy. There isn't much variation in the meta right now. And even Elixir Golem, Night Witch, all cards which have been buffed recently, and a Fisherman which obviously didn't receive a heavy enough nerf, has nearly 30% use rate with a 56% win rate. Wall Breakers, surprisingly, it's a lot lower than I thought it would be, but I think people have started to learn how to counter them. So I think Wall Breakers, the meta has actually settled down, like Seth Royale said it would over on Twitter, but it's just been completely wrong, unfortunately, about the Witch and the Elixir Golem. But the reason Mega Knight and Valkyrie is so high is because they're a great counter to the Wall Breakers, and so is a Log as well. So yeah, even Furnace is creeping back up. Executioner only has a 10% use rate, which is slightly surprising, but one thing I don't like that they've started doing is doing these card reworks, which I promise we won't be doing in November, but it's just insane to buff a card like they did the Executioner by like 186%, or the Wall Breakers buff the damage by like 200% or whatever they did, or it's just insane changing the stats by that much amount when the card already has a use rate in the meta. I just don't understand the theory or the thought process behind it, because people are obviously going to react to this and use that card a lot more. And granted, some cases like the Wall Breakers, the meta does settle down a little bit. I think Wall Breakers are a nice semi-win condition which switch up the game a little bit, but which really didn't need that rework. Elixir Golem, I don't think they should have introduced a card for what it does. It's just insanely OP. Even if you clone it, mirror clone it, and you're giving your opponent, what's that, 4, 8, 12, 16 elixir from them 4 Elixir Golems, you can still destroy a tower because the sentient blobs are just so strong that if you had all the like 30, however many it'd be, I can't do the quick maths, it'd be insane having that amount of sentient blobs on the tower, even if the opponent ends up with all that elixir extra. So yeah, but if you didn't see, Havoc, I'll leave his link in the description below, asked 25 YouTubers to do one thing that they hate about Clash Royale, and he also asked me, and I spoke about challenges. I think that they need a rework. Personally, I think the biggest thing they need is the challenge tokens. Massively help free-to-play players. It'll bring a new range of player base to the challenges, which you only find like pro players doing. And a lot of the time as well in challenges, even after like 4 or 5 wins, you can be waiting like 5-10 minutes to find a match. And when you're paying gems to do that, you don't really want to be waiting up to 10 minutes just to battle in one game. And if you're having to battle like 12 times to get a reward and waiting in between, you're just going to lose the mindset that you're in. It just doesn't work. Whereas bringing challenge tokens in, you're going to get a lot more players playing these challenges. I really think it'll be a good fix to the challenges, and I'd also like to see some bigger rewards for challenges. Maybe even like, so you've got your classic challenge, your grand challenge, maybe a legendary challenge which your pro players can play. They can get more rewards, fair enough. We'll leave that over there for the pros, or even like a challenge in between. But moving on from challenges as well, I would like to speak about tournaments. Now, I think it was last year they changed the tournaments where you would get chest rewards, because originally when tournaments were introduced, they were introduced for the free-to-play player base, but unfortunately they were the exact opposite. And then there were reworked where you wouldn't get like the 10k challenges anymore. I think it was like 1k max, like the amount of players you're allowed. It just like shrunk down and it got less popular. And then the last year they changed it and made it even worse than it was already. Supercell just seemed to have completely forgot about tournaments. They just mean nothing, because now you don't get any rewards from them at all. It's just basically to see how good you are. But they did introduce the like draft challenge, a mirror challenge, a triple elixir, which I think is very good. But why can't we have the rewards back with these challenges? And it'll just be so much better for the community. And also, they don't like YouTubers doing tournaments like CWA does the streams. I'll leave again his link in the description below to his caffeine stream site that he streams on roughly 5 days a week. But he wasn't allowed to stream tournaments because of the rewards. But then he introduced the tournaments with no rewards, and he could do his $50 bounty. But moving on from a boring tournament, I like to talk about ladder. I think this meta is probably the worst meta, and I know people say that every single meta, but I don't. This, for me, really is the worst meta in Clash Royale. If we go onto my game here and have a quick look, we can see that I've barely even pushed any trophies whatsoever, because I just don't feel like playing. It's just Witch and Valkyrie. It's just rubbish cards. It's just the same deck you're playing over again. So there's just no thrill to play. You don't want to pick up the phone to play on your like lunch break while you sat on the toilet while you're waiting for a bus or in your car journey. There's just no need to play. Now, I am a graveyard player. I'm a boring person, but like I do like to try different decks out on videos, free to play decks like this one, or the heavier like ones where you'd have to spend money if you wanted to get high on ladder. But like Boss recently got top 10 with like an Elixir Golem which wasn't fully maxed, and it's just meta really isn't working for me. And something else that I would like to see is a shop rework, because look, I've got this card here, I can't buy it. Now what is the point in putting Fire Spirits in the shop when I can't buy them, when there's all these other cards that I need to buy, or which I could potentially buy? Supercell are definitely losing money by putting that, because people will buy the cards in the shop every day, but putting cards in which you can't buy, it's just a bit silly. It's like when you open a chest or your lightning chest and you strike it and you just get cards which you've already maxed. Like, what's the purpose? I think it should introduce it so you're extremely unlikely to get the cards you've got maxed and very likely to get the cards that you don't have maxed. I understand that some people appreciate it because they want the star points or they want the gold, but the main thing is to max your account. And then moving on from maxing your account as well, a lot of the player bases now, probably still less than 1 or 2%, do have fully maxed accounts, but I would like to see level 14 cards introduced into the game. I just think it'll be a good thing. It'd like bring a lot of people back who've got bored because they've got nothing else to do. Just level 14 cards again. I can progress a bit more with my favourite archetypes. I don't have to work on different archetypes. It just really would, I think, open up the game to bring in some of the older players back, and also new card interactions and how things work. It just, honestly, it would be one of my favourite things if they introduce new levels. And it could introduce King Tower levels as well, because I've been level 13 for a while. I'm sure I would automatically go up to 14 for the amount of XP I've got, but still, something I would like to see inside Clash Royale. Something else I'd like to see is stealing the idea from Clan Wars. It's clan level perk. So if you're not familiar with Clash of Clans, you can get per clan, so you'll be like level 1, level 2, level 3 up to level 15, and you get different rewards. So if you donate a card, that card will be higher level. Or say, but in Clash Royale that wouldn't necessarily work. So say if you donated 1 card, you could actually donate 3 cards. It'd help people max the account. Yes, people are max quicker, but if you introduce level 14 King Towers and cards, that probably wouldn't really be an issue, would it? And you can like just unlock more gold from battles, things like that. Maybe get a level different trade tokens at each level, or so far throughout the season. It's just something which worked really well for Clash of Clans, and I don't quite understand why they haven't introduced it in Clash Royale. But maybe they will in the November, December update, because we haven't had a huge update in quite a while now. So I think April was the last one when they added this Trophy Road, but even that wasn't a huge update. The views, I know you guys don't overly care, but views have dropped a lot across the YouTube channels and things like that. If you look, people's view count is a lot lower than normal, so I just think that shows a lot for the game, that people are getting bored of it, and they really need to pull a finger out and do something big to bring the community back to life, because this is a great community. You guys are part of that community, and I'm sure you guys feel the same, that it's just a game that hasn't changed much in the last 3 years. Like, it is this, I know this sounds silly, but it is the same game that we played 3 years ago. There's barely any differences. There's been some small quality of life improvements which have taken far too long to implement, like the transparent text, which still isn't transparent everywhere, it's just across the middle of the screen. But, you know, I just think it's a bit sad that they only do like mid-season reworks for CRL. They're scared to do anything for CRL when they actually, CRL maybe contains, 60 players, but there's a million Clash Royale players, so all the other 999,000 or whatever have to wait for these 60 CRL players to finish the season before they can do anything else. So that doesn't really make sense to me, that we have to wait for CRL to finish. But, you know, that's just how it is, unfortunately. I know a lot of people love CRL and watching it, and I'd like to see more rewards from CRL. I feel like this is just a slating video for Clash Royale, but it's things that I've wanted to say for a long time. So please leave your comments in the description below. What you think can be improved, what is good about the game. One thing that I do like is Pass Royale. I absolutely love it, but because of my lack of enthusiasm to play, I am struggling to complete it. It's not that I don't have time, but I've just got no enthusiasm to play it. I mean, you can pay 100 gems to gem it like Bufferetti does, but it's just not. I'm just not feeling it this mare. Hopefully they do something silly next season, a huge update, make the game better, pull me back into it. But until then, next video will be on Wednesday night at 9 PM. Thanks very much guys for stopping by. I love you all.